A silence between us. The first message came at 2:17 a.m. If you want to be a part of it, you can watch through the Google Earth window. No punctuation at the end, just a hesitant pause, like a child testing the edge of a knife. That was my daughter's wedding, the one I helped pay for, the one I wasn't invited to. I froze. For a moment, I thought it was a mistake. But then I remembered her voice the last time we spoke. Distant, rehearsed, clipped. As if reading lines someone else had written. I typed, "Sure, enjoy your big day." Sent it before my pulse could betray me. Outside, the city slept. Inside, I didn't. By morning, she'd called 7 times. By the 8th, I turned my phone face down. I had work to do, important work. 2 weeks ago, she had casually mentioned the wedding over brunch. Paris, Dad, Mom and I want it perfect. Her mother, my ex-wife Vivienne, had laughed in the background. That polished, hollow sound, like glass breaking slowly in reverse. I knew it well. I'd heard it when she lied. We hadn't spoken much since the divorce. No yelling, no court battles, just signatures and silence. I thought we had both moved on. Apparently, I was wrong. I had sent money for the wedding. A contribution, she called it. Not a request, not a thank you. Just a line in a transaction history. And now my daughter, Amelia, our Amelia, was being married in the same city where Vivienne and I once made promises we couldn't keep. That symmetry unnerved me. Too clean, too deliberate. I started noticing inconsistencies. Why Paris? Who picked the venue? Why the secrecy? And when I mentioned booking a flight, Amelia hesitated. A tremor in her voice, a tiny ripple of guilt beneath her carefully practiced words. I didn't push. I just listened. People tell you everything when you stop pretending to be part of the conversation. 3 nights later, the first clue appeared. An email, misdirected. A deposit for photography at the wedding of Amelia and Julian. Julian Rivers. The same name as Vivienne's business partner. The one she always claimed was just a friend. He had started showing up when our marriage was crumbling. And now, apparently, their families were merging. I went silent. That's how I deal with pain. I compress it until it folds in on itself. But silence is never still. It moves like water finding cracks. I began collecting evidence. Emails, receipts, screenshots. No confrontation, no drama. A photo here, a tagged post there. On Amelia's Instagram, champagne flutes, rehearsal dinners, sunsets over the Seine. In every frame, Vivienne stood beside Julian, hand on his arm, ring on her finger. Not an engagement ring. Something subtler, older, familiar. I recognized it because I had bought it. Their smiles weren't new. They were recycled. The same expressions I had seen on honeymoon photos 20 years ago. The symmetry gnawed at me. The mind fills in blanks faster than the heart can handle. That's when I ordered a DNA test. Not to accuse, not to destroy, but to convert this buzzing uncertainty into something solid. A small tube, a lifetime of answers. 6 days later, the email arrived. No fanfare, no music, just the numbers. Probability of paternity, 0%. My daughter was not mine. She had never been. Suddenly, everything made sense. The secrecy, the hesitation, the subtle rewriting of history. I stared at the cursor blinking on the screen. Almost merciful, almost final. I sent one text to Vivienne. You should tell her the truth before I do. No threats, no accusations, just a statement. Midnight. She called, breathless, sobbing, begging. I listened, not from compassion, but from curiosity. People reveal their true selves when cornered. When the sobs ended, I said calmly, I won't be at the wedding. And I hung up. The day of the ceremony, I sent Amelia a gift, a video montage. Family birthdays, graduations, quiet moments from her life, followed by the DNA report, crisp, unblinking. Caption, truth for your big day. I didn't stay to watch her reaction. I didn't need to. The messages began an hour later. Dozens, hundreds, from numbers I didn't recognize. I didn't answer. I went to the garden. Pruning roses, precise cuts, clean lines, no wasted movement. I thought about how truth spreads quietly, efficiently, without mercy. By noon, silence returned. Even the phone stopped ringing. That's when I smiled. Not joy, completion. Revenge doesn't scream. Sometimes it whispers. A week later, Paris was quiet. The honeymoon canceled. Julian left after 2 days. Trust issues, Vivienne said. I didn't need details. I didn't destroy them. I simply stopped pretending. Truth doesn't always free you. Sometimes it isolates you, cuts you clean from the false. I'm okay with that. That morning, I planted new roses. White this time. No visible thorns, but I know they are there. The phone remained silent. Some silences aren't empty. They are earned. And when Amelia finally calls, if she ever does, I already know what I'll say. Sorry, I'm busy. Then I'll hang up. And this time, I won't look back.